MB Enclosures has his own YouTube channel, and this guy is an animal when it comes to designing boxes.
Unbelievable. I couldn't even believe that there was 2 8s in there.
This guy right here is doing something special.
I welcome y'all to MBE. What you about to see, box building in a different league. In this SQL scene, believe that money ain't a thing when it comes to its kings. Now that's fact, not fiction. Call 44694 48 then 18. Don't matter, you got 4 8s or 1 8 or anything between. He got what you need.
This is my crew. This is my gang. These are my kings.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy MB. You know, when I set out to this channel, I really just said I just sell my boxes, straight up, real talk. And then I start reviewing subwoofers, particularly 8-inch subwoofers. And every now and then, I said that if a manufacturer put this much thought into the 8-inch subwoofers, then the stands to reason the rest of the subwoofers may be of merit as well. And I've got a lot of kings. But over the years, last 4 years, my influence has grown substantially. And I would say right around the second year mark. In the first year, you know, Kicker put me on their show. And that helped me get that stamp to where I am today. A lot of people start paying me attention. Right about that second year, I started really, like, not just showing everything, because I say what I say matters. It has an effect, has a dollar effect. It can move stuff and not move stuff. So I start being real discerning and careful what I say, because I want you as the consumer to actually get something for your money and not be taken advantage of. Being on this side of the industry, and having other customers, other dealers I deal with, DC Audio, Digital Designs, it's showing me the business side of cardio, and I can tell y'all what companies are doing what and what are not. And I hold everybody accountable. You know, I'm not gonna let anybody just say anything and try to sell you something. I'm not for that. On this channel, it's about the truth. Now, for my own subculture, I have to be careful what I say, because I'm the only one that look like me of any merit up here, straight up. And we command a lot of buying power. Let me turn this camera around so y'all can see it. So y'all can see what I see. And I'm gonna show you what I'm reading on the screen, so you understand why I feel the way I do and say the things I say, and don't back down, because a lot of y'all are trusting me in my opinion, and my subculture controls a significant amount of money. Let me show you. I took my laptop and asked this simple question. Let me see if I can get this level. I don't want the screen jacked. I said, how much money African Americans spend nationally? African Americans, reading right here, wield significant buying power, with the annual spending exceeding $1.6 trillion a year. This purchasing power is a major force in the U.S. economy, with black consumers accounting for a substantial portion of discretionary spending. For example, please pay attention to this sentence. In the South, black households account for 1/5 of all spending on non-essentials. A subwoofer, y'all, is a non-essential. An amplifier is a non-essential. But I just stay with the subwoofers. A subwoofer is definitely a non-essential. So it breaks down the overall spending in different markets. It's 1.6 trillion total. Regional variations. The impact of black consumer spending varies by region. Some areas like the South having a larger concentration of black households and a higher proportion of discretionary spending. That's want spending. Black consumers have a notable influence on various spending categories, including personal care, grooming products, and certain retail sectors. MBE fits in the retail sector because I influence what people buy cardio. All right? So we have since I'm an influencer in this category, my voice means something. What I say matters, and that's why I be cautious of what I say and make sure I say things that can be fact checked. And if I'm wrong, as I showed you in the past, I will correct myself. I'm not gonna blatantly put out no false information because y'all trust me. And this last part, socially conscious spending. Black consumers, I hate they use the term black because I'm not black. If I'm an African American and everybody else European American, because the Native Americans are the ones that's on the plantations, not the the reservations they call them. I'm sorry to all my Native Americans, but since they classify me as African American in the title, I don't know why we get down to this black thing. But anyway, my subculture consumers are increasingly using their purchasing power to support brands that align with their values, cultural identity, demanding the brands address social and cultural issues. A lot of the brands that I am in partnership with are socially conscious. Digital Designs supports Black Wall Street. I think it's Tulsa, like every year. Kicker has shown that they're socially conscious. And those are just two big brands. Two big brands represent. DC Audio supports minority businesses and venues, bringing his DC Audio trucks so people can hear it in different minority-based organizations and venues, this, that, another. So it's incumbent upon me to make sure I fully address any company that I put up here on this channel. Any company that I give a king title, I hold to a high standard. Let me turn this camera back around. So for those reasons, man, I'm I take pause when I say if I like something or review stuff or take it and put it inside that truck. Because my subculture spends a lot of money. We are, in fact, in this genre, Uncle Luke is the reason why he ain't got bass music. So Steve Irby created the car audio. Uncle Luke made bass the thing. So now everybody's going for low distortion, high output, and hip hop, the primary music source that they use for bass music. However, we are very disproportionately represented in car audio. I know, what's up, Bass Addict 91? JP Install, the JP Install guy, and myself. Them about the only three bloggers or reviewers on YouTube of any merit. On my channel, I have to be careful what I say because a good proportion of my subscriber count look like me. And what I say, that's where they're going to put their money at. So I have to make sure that I address when they're being lied to, when they're being sold to. Because just like I was able to research this, the manufacturers research this as well. Black people are the top consumers of a lot of things, but we lack wealth. Sometimes you can support somebody that don't even like you. There's plenty of brands that fit that category. They love your money, but don't necessarily like you. So what I try to do is not get into that, but when I put forth, I done did my research and my history on what you got to say, baby.
You basically placed it for their best interest.
Thank you. I think I've been placed and been brought to the forefront for your best interest. Shouts out to Steve Irby and Kicker. Yeah, it can be, they, for whatever reason, God moved them to put me in this position. And I am responsible. And I do check to see what I'm saying. Say, hey, man, don't go for this. This is a gimmick. Hey, man, don't go for this, that, another. Because if you're going to spend that $1.6 trillion, who knows how much we spend in car audio? Come on, I've seen these box Chevys and Caprices and Yukons and Cadillac Escalade. We're the face of the hip-hop music. And a lot of y'all spend a lot of money with some of these companies, man. A lot of money. And me personally, I'm just taking the stand and say, well, I'm going to start pointing out who's doing what and who ain't doing nothing. and steer this money, in my opinion, where I see fit, based on what I know from being on this side. So that's all. I'm putting this video out there. That's why I do what I do, say what I say. I take all the slack and the heat because I'm doing it for my subculture. I'm letting them know what I'm letting them know what questions to ask before they go spend their money. Y'all be blessed.